Yo, what up?
What up?
What's going on?
Just fucking sort of just chilling, really. Um,
Yeah, me
I,
too. I took the day off to catch up on a bunch of stuff at the house.
good. I'm gonna walk away for 2 seconds and just grab a cup of coffee. Cool.
Yep.
Wait,
What's going on, everybody? We are chilling. What up, 808? I'll probably take you guys on a garden tour too. You guys can see these fucking monsters that are outside. I got some like 14 footers. They just started to flower. The indoor is on right now. Yeah, it's a jungle out there. I just fed it again yesterday. No, this morning I fed it. Fed it some more humates this morning. Those things are getting. I fed it some humates, a little extra micronutrients. It's fucking popping out there in my backyard. It's crazy.
I saw that, bro. I totally saw how fucking I saw. They look fucking huge.
And
Huge.
I just sent yesterday. I sent you off a package, so you'll get the humates, micro plus, and some calcium silica,
Hell yeah.
and a seed pack. I threw a seed pack with that blueberry train mac F3 in there.
Oh, that sounds fucking good, bro. Yeah, I want that. Hell yeah. So what's up? How you been? How was the event? How'd that go?
Yeah, Pennsylvania. The people watching was fucking on point, bro.
The people watching.
On point, yeah. It was fucking,
I'm,
it was righteous. We mostly just uh, ate psychedelics. We just mostly ate mushrooms the whole time we were there at the event. Watched people, chopped it up. I think the most asked question was, "What is that?" When they're looking at the LED light. So it was kind of I don't know, a diverse crowd. A lot of people were falling out. Honestly, it was kind of crazy. I kept seeing motherfuckers fall out,
right.
but yeah, it was cool. It was a cool little event. I've never seen it. I've never seen an all ages open air drug market before. You know what
that
I mean?
that's pretty much what it was. That's how it
I
was.
mean,
Yeah.
it was funny because you could go get pretty much whatever. They had MDMA gummies there. You know what I mean? People were
Bro,
just slanging mushrooms, slanging fucking just everything. It was
yeah. Bro, I went to an event like a band, a live band here, and I seen a friend of mine. He's like, "You need any fucking MDMA lollipops?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro?" And I look at it, and it's like they took a lollipop. They must, I don't know how, and they just dipped it, bro. Like, I know from the past like how that shit tastes, and I'm like, no fucking way. It just sounded nasty, admit, fucking nasty. I don't know. Got a shitty taste, but yeah, Pennsylvania, man. That's how it is, bro.
let's see, what else do I got? Oh, we're gonna film the trailer for this TV series on the 6th. Would be pretty cool. That's going down next Tuesday.
Okay, and that's gonna be. Do you know where that's gonna be on yet? Like what platform or anything like that?
Probably HBO.
Do you know how many episodes it's gonna be? Like, do you have the whole rundown of that yet?
No, we're gonna film the trailer, and then the way that I think what happens when you do one of those shows is you pitch it to the companies, and then they'll either pick it up and they'll say, "Hey, this is what we'll give you. This is how many episodes we want. This is what we'll give you per episode." Then you can base all of your contracts off of essentially how much money the network has allocated.
That's cool.
Yep.
Trying to see if there's any. Trying to see the comments. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, man, I'll throw it up.
Yeah.
You just entered. Yeah, we're gonna do that later.
Let's see
Yeah,
these plants.
yeah. Let's see the plants.
They're pretty fucking big. I have some stuff that's regular size, like 7, 8 feet tall. I have some other stuff that's smaller, but let me see. Let me get out here real quick. Check out all the little patches that I got. So this one here is, I think, from Fresh Coast Seed Company. These ones right here are from Ross.
Damn.
These are from Third Coast Genetics. These ones are from Ross. These peach daiquiris.
Damn. They're fucking monsters, bro.
Yeah, they're fucking up there. I mean, I got some other ones back here too that are that's the Blueberry Train Mac F2 crinkle cut. They're fucking beasts. This whole row back here.
So how
And
tall
then
are they? What are they, like 10, 15 feet?
so these ones, that one right there, it's so my roof line is right there, and you can see that it's just over the roof line. So I'm thinking it's probably like 12 or 13 feet tall. And then this one over here is about 14 feet.
Damn.
Because you can
Big.
see, like, I have my deck right here. So if I go up on my deck, I have a probably 6 feet at least. And then this thing's just huge.
Fucking huge.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Damn.
They just started to flower. I got some smaller plants, some MK Ultra, crossing the Purple Kush back here. They're pretty big. Then I have some Limarilla crosses here too, up in the front. This one right here, which they're also
Damn.
smaller than me. I've got more patches too over here. I've got some stuff from Green Bodie over here, some Purple Hindu Kush crossed to Afghani. Oh, it looks like this is a male. I'll chop this one down. Oh, look, there's a big old fucking grasshopper on there. This is Purple Hindu times Afghani. This is Purple Hindu times Afghani. I got to get out here and do some IPM. It looks like I got a little bit of worms. Look at that.
Oh,
It's good
yeah.
to come out here and look at it, but you can see one of those little fucking worms that'll fucking get in there. So I'll actually spray tomorrow morning or tonight with Bouveria bassiana and Bacillus thuringiensis, some BT. You could see them. Look at, they make little fucking cocoons in here.
So is that something you find a lot in Oklahoma or?
Everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not sure what this one is, but it's a girl too. And then I have a little patch over here of some Hindu Kush, some landrace Hindu. Another MK Ultra. My
So
fucking
is that straight MK Ultra? Do you have that, or is the MK crossed?
it's Purple Kush and MK Ultra. MK Ultra is Scott's OG and G13 times hash plant was the male. My fucking
Scott's
horse
OG
started snacking
is
on this one.
that's rare dankness, right? Scott's OG, is that rare dankness or?
Uh, I don't know. I think that's like the original, one of the original OGs.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry, Josh D OG. My bad.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Here. This is white truffle times black lime reserve. These ones are nice. This one got fucking eaten because my horse popped his head over the fence and fucking snacked on that one. I've got another little patch over here where I'm still planting some stuff. I just put these in the ground today, these smaller ones. This one just popped up. I actually threw some clones out that I was just killing off, and this just kept growing, so I just left it. I've got the, let's see, lights should be on in here. The
Oh,
indoor.
hell yeah. Okay. Bro, I think I remember them when you first. Yeah. Okay. I've seen the indoor before, and they were small. So
I'm
those are all
running the
clones in there,
fuzz.
or
Yeah, these are all clones. I got a bunch of sour cheeseberry and limerilla in here, and then I
how was the
got a
sour
bunch of
cheeseberry? Did you breed that? Is that yours? The
yeah,
sour
yeah.
cheeseberry?
It's sour diesel, UK cheese, and blueberry train wreck. It's a
Yeah,
nice one.
yeah, that sounds.
They're about
That sounds.
5 weeks old right now in here, and then these ones over here are 3 weeks old. It's all blueberry train mac F2. Ooh, it's a big ass spider. I'm gonna come out real quick though. I'll lose Wi-Fi connection out here. So yeah, I got a bunch of cool stuff out here. The biggest plant I have though is that bull rider, the Afghani bull rider times black lime reserve. It's a fucking monster. I took a bunch of cuts of it today. I've got it
Lime
flowering
Marilla.
in that room in there in a 1 gallon, and it's got this crazy fucking dirt profile on it. But yeah, it's a fucking monster. It's all the way up there.
Oh yeah.
Then I got just a bunch of random shit out here. I got to figure out what I'm gonna do with it.
She's a fucking beast, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna make rosin
what,
out of all these.
what's out there? What?
All I've been doing. What's crazy is check this out. So if you have ever, I know you haven't been in my house, but I'll show you what my property looks like. So that whole section back there, it's just sand, right?
Oh, okay.
My soil, I have terrible fucking soil out here. In fact, it holds no nutrients. Same thing out here. It's a little bit better just because there's weeds and stuff, but this is all just sand here. So
Yeah.
I just have this, super dry, shitty soil. And so what I did, it was this here. I put fucking compost down. I put compost down. I put crop cover down. Um, and I've kind of like remediated. I did some amendments in here, so the soil's not so shitty over here anymore. You know?
Nah, dude, look at those stalks, bro. Fucking stalks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. These plants are fucking really big. This is a blueberry train mac F2. Oh, here, let me.
That's what. Yeah. Wait, is that what you sent me? The blueberry train mac?
I sent you the F3s that I
Let's
just
go,
dropped
dude. It
off.
just sound. Yeah, it sounds so fucking good, man. Like I definitely, mm, definitely need to
Yeah,
taste
it's
that.
fire. It's if you get right the right pheno pop up, you get a nice sweet creamy blueberry with a really bright terpenoline back end. So you get this like blueberry and lemon and pine. But
This
the
is what we were
blueberry,
talking about when we met. I think that's what we were talking about that day when we were standing out there. Because I remember my brother said something about this terpenoline, and I think we were talking about this there. Yeah.
yeah, you'll dig it. It's fucking awesome. People love it.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys came down to Philly, bro. That was cool. It was cool to be able to hang out with you guys for a little bit too.
Yeah, I got some cheesesteaks. That was my first time out there, so it would
Yeah.
have been cool if we would have gone out though. I think everybody was just jet lagged and shit.
Right. At first, I thought we were going. Like, I really. That's why I was sort of like, wait. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We'll go to the city, figure something out to do. Um, but then you guys were ready.
I was
Yeah,
ready.
ready to go. I mean,
I
I
was
guess,
ready.
and
I was ready to get some brews, dude.
that's what I thought. Yeah, I thought we were going out. I really thought we were going out. Yeah, King Louis. He was just down in Philly, bro. I brought him out to um Delisandro's, bro. I had to meet me at Delisandro's. I mean, I would have brought him down to Pasagino's just to see it, had I known we weren't gonna, we should.
Yeah.
Well, I thought maybe we get a steak sandwich there and then we go down to the city. Was what I thought. So
Like I said, I'm always down for a beer. I keep my fridge stocked.
Let's go. Yeah,
But
dude, it
yeah,
was.
so
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of different projects that is going on. I should be headed back out to LA to go see Sean from Surreal Yields.
See what I'm
There,
saying?
yeah,
Yep.
he's got a huge facility out there. We're gonna be doing a bunch of organic stuff over there, and working with some guys out in New Jersey. I think my dog's got to go out. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, King Louis. I know I made the right decision, but I seen a bunch of comments on his post too. Oh, you should have went here. You should have went there. No, fuck that, bro. Tell him. King Louis knows, right? Tell Sandro's, bro. I'm just saying. Like, there's definitely other places we could have went, but just saying. It had to be. It just had to be there. I mean, I would have went anywhere. I told him that. It didn't matter to me where we went.
Right.
But if you're from Philly, you know
Yeah,
he's a low league.
that's
So
the that feedback that we got from pretty much everybody. They're like, no, you got to go to fucking the spot that we did end up going to.
exactly facts, right? That's why I mean, because they call me back and they're like, oh, we want to go to Pastor Gino's. I'm like, nah. I mean, it's just not. Like it's cool to see it, I guess, but it's fucking just whatever at the same time.
Yeah.
It was nice. At least it's nice out in that area too. It's a nice area, dude. You see how many
I
people were
mean,
there, so
I'm in the middle of a heat wave here, so being gone for the last 3 weeks, I avoided a lot of unpleasant heat down here in Oklahoma. Someone said that the number 12 skunk cut has some wicked stink going on. Yeah, dude, that shit's fucking fire. It's a fucking good one.
who was that from? The number 12 skunk cut?
That's mine. It's a blueberry train mac F2, but it doesn't express the typical profile that I usually look for in that line. It was like completely different, and I was like, it was still really awesome. Had this acrid, pungent skunk to it, and I released. It's one of the cuts that I released. That's what I'm doing all year is that blueberry train mac. So I'm doing a bunch of line work on it. I did the F3s with the crinkle cut. I found an even better male um, that I'm going to use for some other line work, and I'll use that number 12. I'm going to keep hunting because I'm doing all these like hunts every round that I do in my flower. I put in a hunt in there of those F2s, and all year long I'm selecting cuts out of each hunt, and then at the end of the year I'm going to run all those cuts side by side together, and then I'll use that for F3, F4, F5. But I'm also doing line work on it, like taking it different directions and stuff like that, because there's a lot of cool stuff going on in that line.
So are you planning on taking it like to IB? I know they say like F6 and on. Are you planning on taking it that far?
Yeah,
Is that the idea?
I'll probably take it to like F6 or 7. It depends on how long it takes to get very like even consistency across all the seed progeny and make sure that's like they all have the same expression. There's not a lot of variance.
And what are you looking for exactly in those? What are
So
you trying?
there's a certain terpene profile. The whole thing with this project was that the Trainwreck Blueberry was my all-time favorite. We lost the cut, all of us in our group, and Marcus did some breeding with it though. He crossed it into MK Ultra. So when I popped those, I was finding all the same profiles from that Trainwreck Blueberry. So I started, but the only thing is it didn't have that great of a bag appeal, and I wanted to modernize the bag appeal. That's why I hit it into the Mac 2, and it still expressed a lot of that blueberry Trainwreck profile. But the profile itself is a sweet, almost kind of candy, very, very bright blueberry. It's very bright because the terpenoline in it pushes forward the linalool, and what you see is you get that like that those terps that just smack you in the face, but it also has some like lemon on the back end from that terpenoline, but
Right.
it's not just like lemon or citrus. It's like this musky, funky thing going on too. So it's got a really diverse, complex terpene profile. But I always look for that really bright blueberry with a little bit of citrus back end. The
Yeah,
flavor combination, it works really well in food as well. So you'll see like,
exactly.
you know,
Lemon blueberry, bro. Like I'm before I did this, like I am a trained chef. I worked with one of the top chefs, one of the Iron Chefs for a long time, pre-COVID. Then COVID hit, blah blah blah. Ended up doing this. I've always done in one way or another, but yeah, um, just blueberry lemon is fucking yummy, bro. It's such a good combination. So it just sounds good right away.
Yeah, so and again, it's very bright, and so it's one of those things that like you open a bag and it just hits you in the face. You don't need to. You're not trying to break up a nug trying to smell it or anything. It's like, oh yeah, you open up that bag and it's just like bam, right there. It's like a lot of that old school stuff had a lot of that terpinolene in it. I feel like there was a lot more terpinolene in a lot of the older varieties, things like Jack, the Trainwreck, um, different varieties like that. And they were always super loud, so that's what you get at.
And what else you got, Cole? I mean, what else have you seeds wise do you have coming out? Stuff that's available on your site right now, maybe what's going to be released, and we'll let them know, your site that they can go to, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people know what you do with your company, with the nutrient company, and I feel like there might be a lot of people in here right now that might not know where to get your seeds, and I feel like you have a lot of old school stuff with the train wreck, with the bull rider, that you just don't really find anywhere. So
Yeah, so we separated the seeds and stuff from the Bokashi Earthworks website, and we launched the Bokashi Seed Vault. And so we did a couple new drops. I did another Limarilla inbred limes with a different mom. I have the Purple Punch times Black Lime Reserve F2. That shit is debilitating. Caution if you fucking smoke that weed and you've done it right. It's not the type of weed that you want to fucking drive because you might fucking think that you hit a fucking eagle.
let's fucking go, bro. I like it. I like it.
That
Um,
shit hit me high as fuck. And then I also have. There's not much left. I did F2 of the Trainwreck MK Ultra, but the last time I checked, there was only 7 packs of that left. And then I've dropped the F3 Blueberry Train Mac, which I used to crinkle cut, which has the terpene expression that I really like to find. It's a fucking beautiful plant. It just doesn't yield super big.
how is the Limarilla? Someone asked.
So the Limarilla is all chem. My Limarilla, it is the way that I would describe it is a floral chemical soap, like an artificial chemical soap with heavy sour and lime peel. That's typically
Can I?
what you get with the limarilla crosses. A
So
lot of chem, a lot of sour, a lot of lime. Really,
what is the? Do you want to let the? Hey, Tim, I'll put it if you put it in the question box. I'll put it up on the bottom. I'm going to leave that pin there. So if you could let him know what the site is, and he'll put it in the question box, I can put it up on the screen.
yeah, it's Bokashi Seed Vault. Bokashi.
All right, so somebody type that into the question box so I can put it up on the screen.
Yeah. So the limarilla is Black Lime Reserve crossed to Gorilla Glue 4. And I've been breeding with that since I think 2015.
They
Well,
want to
it's
hit the eagle. Sorry, they want to hit the eagle. I want to hit an eagle. I like it.
yeah.
Lima Rose, yeah.
So what happened was I had some, I smoked some, and I had like a 4-hour trip back to Oklahoma City from Southeast Oklahoma, and I was fucking driving, and a fucking eagle swooped in front of my truck, and I fucking hit this eagle, and I was like, and I was fucking baked out of my mind, bro, and I was like, fuck, dude, I just hit a fucking eagle, and I can't remember who I called, but I think I called my homeboy. I was like, bro, I fucking just hit an eagle, and what the fuck, man? I feel so bad. And I got out of my truck expecting to pull this fucking bird out of my grill, and there was nothing, dude. I don't think I fucking hit anything. I was high as fuck, though. I was like, I think I just fucking hallucinated that shit. I don't know, dude. I was fucked up, though.
Yeah, that's a good story. Oh shit. That's the site right there, guys. Wait, no, that's not the right one. That's not the right
Well,
one. No.
that's the Bokashi Earthworks for like nutrients. Like I sent you that humate fertilizer, that carbon-based fertilizer, the microbes. I sent you the calcium silica, and that's where you can get all that type of stuff. There's a link on the Bokashi Earthworks website that will take you to the seed vault. And if you're on the Bokashi Earthworks website, go check out that blog. Dude, there's so much good information. It might take a minute to scroll all the way to the bottom, but there's so much fucking good information in there. We have probably have like 200 blog posts on there.
All right, there you go. There it is right there. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'll leave a pin. You guys already know. If you have any questions, hit the question box. I'll leave that pin there for the next half hour. So that's the site right there. Or you guys, take a
Yeah.
screenshot, whatever you need to do.
So
Um,
I have about four of the like 12 or 13-foot blueberry train mac F2 crinkle cuts in my yard, and then I have probably three or four that I started in 3 gallon pots and just let grow into the soil. And so I'm gonna be doing a collaboration with Ginger Larf out here in Oklahoma. He's a really, really good rosin maker.
is that's not the guy that works with Skunk VA? Is it different guy? I think it's a
Um,
different guy.
I'm not sure. I don't think so, but
Okay.
he might be. He's a great rosin. I think he's won a bunch of stuff,
Okay.
but I think I'm gonna have him turn everything into rosin. Oh, I've also got that the Black Lime Reserve crossed into Afghani Bullrider. That's that big ass plant outside. I took a shitload of cuts because
Yeah,
I'm flowering it right now in my flower room.
I think that's what he's asking about too, since it's up there. How tall and wide do you think that big plant in your garden will end up? I think that's what you're talking about.
So it started to flower. So I don't think it's going to grow too much more. It might go another couple of feet up and out, but I'm going to have to start devising some type of method to actually, you know, train these things. I didn't expect them to get so big. I bought little tomato cages for these fucking things, you know what I mean? And I didn't expect to get that kind of growth whatsoever because my soil is so shitty outside. It's
Yeah,
basically
sand.
sand, but
Yeah.
you know, from the improvement from last year to this year. Last year was my first year doing amendments on the plot and putting down crop cover and stuff. And the difference from last year to this year, dude, these things are fucking 6 times, 7 times bigger than they were last year. So
So you're in flower right now. What are we in? July, the end
probably,
of July.
yeah.
So
So they'll be done hopefully by the end of September. But I'm gonna have to do so. I'm gonna have to get 12-foot fucking bamboo. I'm gonna have to get trellis. I'm gonna have to go crazy out there. And I should have done it before, but it's just like I didn't think they were gonna get so fucking big, and I was gone for the last 3 weeks.
that's real.
Yep.
So what are you? This is a question. Are you sold out of for Evergreen Christmas? There's no add-on cart option. Says in stock though.
Oh, that's a good question. I'll have to have my guy look at it and make sure that that's up there because I do have Gem Seeker Genetics, which is my boy Trevor. He works for Bokashi Earthworks, and we do a bunch of projects together all the time. He does a lot of auto flowers. He does spam seeds. He does stuff like that I don't do.
Anime. Go to the site. Do you have any blueberry train wreck left on the site?
So
Because it's
yeah, I have the F3, the crinkle cut mom that I used. That's still available. There's some Limarilla. The only thing that's really short on stock is that train wreck times MK Ultra F2s because they was limited. I didn't do a whole lot. I was just doing some line work with it.
all right. Well, anime. Go hit the site. I have a pin at the bottom. Go get yourself a pack, bro. Bokashi Seed Vault. You could always go to the Bokashi Earthworks and take the link over to there. But if you're going to get seeds, go there. And if they're going to get nutrients, is there still a code? Is there still a code that's
Grow
active now? Or
Grow Big's a 10% code that's usually active. Um, yeah, dude, you're about to get your grow on too, right? You're about to go get some soil, set up your tents, or what's going on with your thing?
yeah, I mean, I'm waiting on some cocoa. I'm about to pop some seeds, and it's on. Like I was gonna wait, but I feel like the time is already. I could have had this fucking already in the flower by now. And I know me, like I just know if I don't start it now, I know 3 months from now, even if I'm ready to move, I'm still gonna be close enough where 3, 4 months out, like there's no reason for me not to get them popped and started now. So
Yeah,
I'm just trying to figure out what the At this point, I might wait for those. Well, I probably will wait for that to get here, be in a day or two, and I'll pick out a couple different strains besides those. At least it has something going in the garden. Um,
Yeah, you'll be stoked, dude. The Bokashi stuff is super easy. It's not, I mean, it's not like a lot of bottles. I know a lot of people that when they start this, there's so many different products out there and they don't know what they should be using. And I know a lot of companies will have like 11 or 12 or fucking 18 different things that they have in their regimen, including like pH up and pH down. And with the program that I have, it's literally there's three different bottles. There's one, the nitrogen for veg, the high nitrogen for veg, the complex for transition, and the K for flower, and you just add the calcium silica with it. So it's really just two parts. It's, two part for veg, two part for transition, and then there's the microbes which you can add in there to just make sure everything's cycling and everything. So don't have to
Nice.
pH, dude, nothing, none of that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I want, bro. I got fucking. I'm putting it over here because I have fucking bottles lined up in back of this shit right here. A, B, Rhizozyme. Uh, I can't even see what the other, but fucking, I use Counter right now, and I have fucking like, you know, this many fucking bottles with the fucking CalMag and the Boost, and I'm just, yeah, I'm stoked because, yeah, I'm fucking stoked, man. I can't wait. Like, I will be using this, the way that I see it at this point for life at that point. So, um, Brandon, you got a brand. Brandon got a brand that makes living soil. You recommend? I can't read that.
Oh, he's asking. So I do soil, but I don't do like small quantities over the internet just because the logistics for shipping is ridiculous, and it's not something that we've been able to figure out unless we are able to instantly scale out distribution on like a super wide, massive scale. And that takes a shitload. That takes investment capital, and I've done everything organically. But any decent soil will work. The whole thing, like the feeding program that I have on the website, is for like inert medias, for the types of soils that a new guy would go pick up at like the grocery store or like the Walmart or Home Depot. If you've got a really good soil, let's say you're using Bokashi or you're using Kiss or you're using Build Soil, you can do a lot less on the maintenance side when you're doing your fertigation. For me, I'll top dress them in my beds, and I'll usually only use the humates like about 3 times during an entire run.
Um, I wanted to ask all a question. Uh, I- okay, I was just on the site. I'm wondering if that's all. If that's all you need. I don't know exactly what you're asking. If
Yeah.
that's all you need.
Yeah, so
So,
this is a really common question. So a lot of new people are asking if is that all they
okay.
need? The humate fertilizer, the microbes, and the calcium silica. And for your base feeding stuff, if you're just a beginner, that's all you need. It makes it super simple. You don't have to pH anything. You can just run it, you know?
And his follow up is my water is 8.5 pH. Should I pH the water then add the humates?
No, the problem is if your water is super high or super low pH, you need to identify why, right? Because if it's super high, it might be that you have a lot of bicarbonate or a lot of sodium in your water. And if that's the case, you need to mitigate that because you need to be using clean water. Like you can't go into any type of cultivation and be like, oh, do I need to pH my water because it's like this? No, you need to find out why the pH is that way because water's your biggest input. Even if you're not feeding nutrients, you're still going to be, most people are still feeding water. And so when it comes to water should always be tested because sometimes you don't need an RO. Like I tested my water here at my house. I'm on a well. My fucking water is pristine, dude. My water is better than any other water that I've ever tested, and I've tested hundreds and hundreds of people's water.
Let's go.
So I'm lucky in that aspect. Most tap water is pretty clean, depending on where you're at, but sometimes it can be really high in calcium. Sometimes it can be really high in bicarbonate, and you need to mitigate that. So sometimes it can just be a sediment or a KDF and sodium filter. Sometimes it might be an RO filter that you need. Sometimes it might be some type of other special filtration like a boron filter. But you need to know what's in your water because it's your biggest input. Any good grower is going to test their water. That's the number one thing I always recommend when I'm doing a consult. Is that I tell people I need to see what your water looks like.
Someone said pH rainwater also.
No, I mean, again, if you're using rainwater, it's less likely that there's going to be a lot of stuff in that. But if you have a pH of, let's say, 7.2, right? But there's nothing in your water. Like your water's really clean, it has low sodium, low bicarbonate, low chloride, low nutrients. You don't need to pH that water. The reason why you pH that the pH in the water fluctuates is because it's called potential of hydrogen. That's what actually pH stands for, right? And so the amount of ions, nutrient ions, or even things that are antagonistic that it could be in that water will affect the amount of hydrogen in either its OH form or its positively charged monovalent form. And that's what fluctuates pH. So if you have a bunch of sodium in your water or a bunch of bicarbonate in your water, it might increase the pH. Now, decreasing the pH isn't going to take out that sodium or that bicarbonate, right? You need to mitigate that. And then what you'll see is once you've mitigated it, that pH will actually naturally drop.
Trying to. There is. I mean, we'll get to some of these questions. I mean, that's good. What's the worst pest or disease problem you've encountered, and how did you overcome it?
Good question. So I think the worst thing to have is probably hemp russet mite. Also, hop latent viroid is rampant, and that's bad. Also, fusarium. Those are the three things that at the top of my head that are like that you'll see in cultivation settings that you have to be really aware of. Fusarium is rampant, and it's just due to overwatering. Just slight overwatering can cause fusarium. Hop latent viroid can be spread mechanically. It can be spread through water. It can be spread through insect pests. Hemp russet mite can also. They're so small that they can, they could like attach themselves to the leg of a fly, and then that fly could go to another plant and distribute those. Root aphids can suck, but they're way more manageable than those other things.
Let's go, Mama Nut. No. All right, so
Let
I'm
me.
gonna go to raindrops.
Um,
Oh, you go.
the way that I address those is through biocontrols always. So if it's something like hemp russet mite, if it's really bad, I just cut that shit out and get the fucking rid of it. Burn that shit. Fuck it. If you can't and you can't afford to do that, if you're still in veg, like I don't ever flower plants that are infected that I know that have some PM or I know that have insect pressure. I make sure that all of my veg plants are going in clean because because if you already have insect pressure and you're going into flower, there's not much you can do to spray your canopy after a certain point. But Sulfoyl X, sulfur, cold pressed Kiaha, Pyganic, and then
That was
also for
the word. That was the word. Kihaha. That was it, bro. Sorry. I remember last time I could not remember what it was. You're like, this is how you say it. That was the word right there.
Kiaha.
Kihaha.
Yeah.
Kihaha. Happy hump day, motherfucker.
So
Okay.
Um, yeah, it's just proper integrated pest management. You have to have an operating procedure in place, and that you do preemptively. You have to address things not as they come, but as treat your plants like they're already there. If you're automatically assuming that there's going to be something, you should just act in that manner. Like I don't have high insect pressure outside in my garden, but I still treat everything like I do. I still do weekly maintenance for sprays, for IPM. I still drench my soil. So doing all the preventative maintenance is better than going to war. Ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That you'll hear that said in life, and it's very true. Also, when I take clones and shit, I double dip. So I double tap on my clones. Before I plug them and put them into my media, I pre-treat them, usually with something like Kiaha and horticulture oil. And then once they've rooted, before I transplant them into another container, they get dipped again. A full plant dip. That way I know that any type of insect pressure that could be on those clones is mitigated because, when you're completely submerging a plant and that thing is in something like Kiaha and the horticulture oil for a minute or a minute and a half, there's not going to be a whole lot of things that can withstand that. They never do. So
So I want to just get to Raindrop's question, and
yeah.
this is on the Micro Plus. So I assume we could use the Micro Plus as a foliar, and
Yes,
is it still 1 ounce per gallon?
yes, yes, and yes. Yeah, Micro Plus is great because during the fermentation process, they're using the molasses as a carbohydrate to proliferate, but during that process, they're producing the microbes are producing a bunch of metabolites, things like cytokinin, gibberellin, um, enzymes like phosphatase, enzymes like amino acids, all different types of beneficial plant hormones, uh, and so the plant will be able to utilize those. Aside from just the benefit of having those probiotic microorganisms colonize the phytosphere of the plant.
Um,
Yeah, don't use sulfoyl X and sulfur at the same time. If you're going to use sulfur, you want to make sure that you don't overdo it, and that you don't spray any type of oil based within a probably 72-hour window after using sulfur. That's like a pro tip. Don't ever spray sulfur after you've used a oil based product and vice versa. Wait a
uh,
couple days, 72 hours.
all right, so we have which which is the eagle killer? Oh, which is the eagle killer plant? I'm like, what is this dude talking about, bro? Which is the eagle killer plant? That's what I need to
That
try.
was
Okay, let's.
So that was the Purple Punch times Black Lime Reserve. And what's really cool about this is, on its own, Purple Punch, beautiful plant. It has great bag appeal. It smells good and everything, but the hive was really empty. The benefit of it being crossbred into that Black Lime Reserve is it gives it a fucking kick, dude. That fucking male, everything that it touches, it brings in this earthy kind of lime peel musk onto it. It doesn't mess so much with the um, bag appeal of the varieties. It doesn't. It kind of is recessive in that, but the high on it is fantastic, dude. It's one of those things that doesn't have a cap. If you smoke more, you're gonna get fucking higher, and it is very mentally stimulating, very almost psychedelic.
Let's go. Uh, uh, all right. I mean, this is always one that comes up. I think it's really the last question, and then we'll just talk for the next 14 minutes. But this one is, how did you become so educated on growing cannabis?
So books, you don't need to read books on cannabis. Read books on botany, microbiology, biochemistry, agronomy, integrated pest management. Those are all things that you can put and have in your repertoire. Science white papers are great, especially when they're using model plants like Arabidopsis, because a lot of the same pathways and they use model plants like Arabidopsis to do general science because they can be transferred over to a lot of different crops. So if you see, a science white paper that's talking about the benefits of trichoderma with Arabidopsis and they're using that model plant, you can kind of get a general idea of what that microorganism will do over, generally speaking. Um, Sometimes science white papers are a little bit more dialed or plant specific, where they might be talking about something like soybean and a different, microbe or fertilizer or, whatever it is, nitrogen fixation. But yeah, there's tons of information, man. The internet,
Yeah,
you don't need,
yeah, yeah,
we have
really.
AI now. You can ask AI pretty much anything. There's so many resources that what you don't want to do is get lost in bro science. Try to find a couple of good reputable sources of information when it comes to cannabis. This is a good platform right here that we're on. Future Cannabis Project, Growcast, Mr. Grow It, Danny Danko's podcast, Kyle Cushman's podcast. There's a lot of good people out there that have been in the industry for a really long time that have good credible information.
Um, So the guy that asked about the Eagle Killer says his phone died. Can you tell him one more time? For real, that's what he just said.
Yeah, it's the Purple Punch times Black Lime Reserve F2.
There you go. There you go. And you guys know it's pinned at the bottom, man. Go to the site. Buy up the rest of those packs that are on there.
Yeah,
For real.
actually, I can give all your listeners a code for the seed site. So save 20 will save you 20%.
Oh hell yeah, dude. Y'all need to go use that code.
Yeah, save 20% off on the
I'm,
seed vault.
I'm gonna write that down for myself.
But yeah, so you know,
Wait, your mic yeah. Something
no,
just
so
happened.
somebody was to call.
There you go.
It's actually almost about time for me to. What time is it actually? Let me see.
It's
Yeah,
like 10 to 9.
yeah, it's about
So
time to go. Jen's gonna be home and she's cooking fish tacos. So
let's go, man. A day late, but I mean still tacos. Should have been yesterday, bro. You gotta get her on schedule.
But yeah, it's always good talking to you. Whenever you want to go do a live, just hit me up, let me know, and I'll pop on.
Always, bro. Like I like to do this with you as often as possible because it just, it really helps everybody. So, all right, man. Appreciate you, brother, and we'll talk
See
soon.
y'all later. Thanks for joining.
Oh yeah. All right, everybody else. While we're waiting for Nick, for everybody that's asking about the wheel, I'm going to show you guys the post. If you guys want to be entered into the giveaways that I'm going to do for the next 10 minutes, I'll give you guys a minute or two to go to the post, put your name on there, follow the directions, and I'll pull your guys' names so you guys could actually win something. Um, Let me fucking. Now I got to redo the whole thing now. I got to redo this whole area again, but I will. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. All right. Wait. Damn, I got to unplug. Hold on. Damn, there we go. There we go. All right, and we got Nick. We got Lime Rising Farms coming at 9 o'clock, guys. So 9 o'clock for anybody that knows Lime Rising Farms. We have Nick from Lime Rising Farms coming on at 9 o'clock, which is about 10 minutes from now. All right. So anybody that wants to be entered into this giveaway, I'm going to give you guys literally, pretty much everybody's on here already, so I'm not going to waste anybody. I'm not going to waste the time of the people that actually did it, but I will give you guys 2 minutes to go to this post. I will pull your names through I'm going to pull your guys' names. So all I need you to do is go to this post, follow the instructions, and come back. I'm going to give you all 2 minutes. That's it. 2 minutes. At 8:52, we're going to do some giveaways. So, if you feel like you're not on this wheel and you would like to be entered into these giveaways, please go to this post right now. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let's go. And we got Lime Rising Farms coming up at 9 o'clock, guys. 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Oh, shit. I thought, well, I didn't mean to pin it. I just wanted to respond to it. Let's go. Oh, I can't respond to it like that. All right. Whatever. It's cool. There it is. Oh, my whole night. Such a good night, guys. Such a good night. So, because this is such a good night, we're going to do some giveaways, but I was already going to do them. So let's go. You guys got 1 minute. 1 minute. Anybody that feels like they're not on this wheel, I'm going to put your guys' names in a second. And I think time is up. So guess what? We're not going to waste anybody's time too much. We have 8 minutes until Lime Rising Farms gets here. We will do. Listen, Medical Monk, you got to go to this post and do it right now, bro. I'm gonna give you 1 minute. Uno momento. Medical Monk 420. Go to the post. If you would have followed directions already, you'd be on there. So if you have already commented on this post, please don't waste anybody's time. Just go do it and get your ass back here. I'm giving you 1 minute, and you're good. This is what I'm talking about. Let's go. Does follow directions. Does follow directions. All right. I'm going to pull your guys' names. Thank you. I mean, I just got to say, listen, is she still in here? I'm just going to say, she left. I was going to. I was going to give her a big thank you for showing me how to do this. All right, but here we go. We're going to copy the link. and we're gonna redo this, and I'm gonna get you guys on here, and we'll do about 8 minutes of giveaways. We're gonna have to restart the live at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, we'll have to restart the live, and 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 um, 9 o'clock, we're gonna have to restart the live, guys. 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Let me do this real quick here. Lime Rising Farms, Nick. Lime Rising Farms, Nick, coming on at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Shout out to Brandon Russ for spending the last 45 minutes to 50 minutes with us. It's always, always my pleasure to have Brandon Russ on with us. A wealth of knowledge, guys. A wealth of knowledge. Let's go. All right, cool. Good. I'm glad you're done because we getting to it, guys. We're about to get to it. We got 6 minutes left in this live. We're going to have to restart it. I appreciate everybody for hanging out as usual. But we ain't done yet. Like I said, Nick, Lime Rising Farms, Nick should be here at 9 o'clock. We'll restart the live at 9. And then I believe we might have 808, UFO. And you never know who's going to show up in that 10th hour. So we'll see. Oh, hell yeah. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody. High Water Cannabis, I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to bring these people to you. You know, for you guys to be able to ask questions, education. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. So there's nothing I'd rather do. And trust me, having Brandon on here is always a pleasure. It's always a good time. It's always a good night. And tonight's been a good night overall, all around. So pretty stoked about it. All right, let's go. Let's get you guys on the wheel. Yeah, yeah, Umbrella Trellis, man. Welcome. You know, I haven't really seen you around, but welcome. And I'm definitely going to check out your page, bro. Uh, I mean, you know, if you have a company and that's your thing, I'm always open to have people like, you know, I'm open to have everybody in the cannabis community come through on a Wednesday night. Just know that. You know, you can come on. We could talk about what you have going on. You know, we could show people. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is why we're here, man. You know, we're here to spread education, we're here to spread knowledge. And from the littlest thing to the biggest thing in this community, I want everybody to come through. You know, I appreciate everybody, man. I've been doing this a fucking long time, and there's just nothing I would rather do than spread education, help people learn, and give you guys the best genetics all at the same time and have the best breeders fucking come through. You know? So here, I got everybody's name on here. 1 second here. Here we go. Let's go. Yeah, this is what we do, man. You know, listen, I'm going to shout out, and you know, we're going to put Brandon's website on here. It is not always about me, Loudpack. I almost appreciate you saying that because, you know, I'm just saying, man, I do this because I have a love for the plant. I don't care about the money, man. Money, hey, we all need to live. We all need to survive. We all need to eat. We all have families. We all have loved ones. That's cool, you know, but that's not why I ever got into this. That's not why I do this. I do this because I really fucking appreciate everybody and I love the community. And anything I can do to bring the community together a little bit closer, I'm fucking here. I'm here every Wednesday night, man. Y'all know this. Wednesday nights, Saturday nights. And that's because I have a love for the plant and I love the community. From day one, bro. You already know, trees. You know? All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, let's get some winners in here. Bam. Oh, dude, we're gonna have to restart the live, man. Shit. Here. You know what? Let me turn this down to 1 minute to make sure we at least get one race in right now before Nick gets here. Bro, like I said, we sit here, we have 85 people in here. You know, yes, granted, we're doing a giveaway. But that's not why everybody's here. You know, everybody's here because this is a good community. We fucking respect each other. We, we talk about positivity, man. This is positive. It's just a good time. And your comments keep me going. And when Crystal shows up, yeah, what's up? What's up? We just have a lot of good people that come through. I really appreciate everybody that does. The people that have been around a long time, the new people, the new people especially, man. I appreciate when you guys come around because, believe it or not, I'm not gonna I know everybody that comes through here, man. Like this guy, I don't know yet, Paul Fish. That's a new person. I could always point out to people that are new because guess what? This is like a family at this point. Lacey, like this is a new guy too. Slick Ricky 479. I could always point out to new people because I know fucking everybody. It's sort of crazy, man. It just is. And 85 people in there, I guarantee you, 90% of you guys I personally have talked to, personally had conversations with, and actually like somewhat know. All right, horticulture lifestyle. Let us know you're here, brother. No, you're good, bro. Yeah. Listen, just to hang out is cool. It's the people that comment. Obviously, I know more than the people that don't. But there's no way there's not 90% of you guys I don't actually know at least your names. Like this guy's new, Oklahoma, NA. I fucking know. I know everybody that comes through here. It's pretty wild, man. All right, horticulture lifestyle. We got 1 minute, man. I think the live's about to end, bro. If you're not here, we're gonna have to spin it back. Oh, he's here. Let's go. Perfect. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I really think we're gonna have to restart the live because I think we started at 8 o'clock. If this live happens to end while I'm writing his name down, we are gonna come right back. We will come right back. All right, I got his name written down. Let me start some music up. I mean, we'll try to let it go through, but I do feel like I feel like the live is gonna end though. Yeah, who was that? Who is it? Who is it? Turp Tacos. Oh, do I remember when you told me the story when I actually talked to you? Yeah, the messages that day. Is that what you're talking about? Yo, I don't forget that shit, bro. Yo, you had me dying that day, bro. You all see Turp Tacos and you see his comments. You don't get to actually have conversation. Yo, the conversation we had that day, bro. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But that shit was fucking. You had me dying, bro. That's why I always say, bro. I have nothing but love for Turp Tacos, dude. His crazy comments, all that shit makes me laugh, bro. Because actually, he's actually a really fucking good dude. All right, we got Nick in the room. But Nick, what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna restart. Well, actually, damn, we're at 9:01, bro. I feel like let's see. Yeah, I remember, bro. That shit had me dying, dude. I'm like, no fucking way. I was glad we had that. It's cool to have those conversations with people because you just that bond. I'm just saying, bro. You got a little bond there, man. I'm always like, yeah, that conversation stuck with me, man. All right, so Nick, I'm thinking we let this go 1 more minute. If it doesn't just end, I'm gonna have you jump in because I think I only 1 hour lives, but we're sort of past that 1 hour mark right now. But let's give it 1 minute because if it just ends, I'm gonna restart it anyway. I'd rather not restart it. But we're gonna give it 1 minute. I actually gotta I gotta reorganize again, bro. God damn. Damn, we're at 9:02, bro. I'm just gonna have you come in. If it ends, it ends, and we'll just restart it. How about that? Fuck it. Let's see. Let's see. You never know. You never know. We could be there. Oh, you'll be on here in a few minutes. All right, then I'm gonna run another race. In the meanwhile, Lime Rising Farm